Cards family. This is Kazaya with All in the Cards, coming to do another reading. This is a true crime reading. This is on I did a reading. Let me first say I did a reading the other day on the Houston Bayou, and I keep receiving these emails, and also I think one of my subscribers and one of my Patreonians has sent me about the girl named Jade Mckissic that was also found in the Bayou, right? So her body was found and she was last seen September 11th and was reportedly missing on September 14th. So the Houston Police Department found her body on September 15th, less than a mile away from the university, because she went to University of Houston. Okay. The autopsy revealed no signs of trauma or foul play, but the death remains under investigation. So they feel was drowned. I don't know. They're saying no trauma on the body. When I did that reading, we did get things about people drowning. We had a picture of a woman in the water. So if you go back and watch that, I'm gonna do a side-by-side today sometimes, but this is the reading I wanted to just tap into to see what ancestors give us in reference of Jade Mckissic, 20-year-old, the university. We're gonna use the truth in the words. Also, I have to say, for YouTube purposes, this is my first time tapping into her energy, so this will be part one unless I do it again. But I have to say, for YouTube purposes, this is all for entertainment only. This is non-factual, okay? This is all allegedly, okay? All allegedly. All right, so Jade Mckissic is who we're asking about, ancestors. Come through and give me messages of what happened to University of Houston student Jade Mckissic. She was 20 years old, ancestors. Can you show me and tell me what happened to Jade Mckissic? What happened to Jade Mckissic? Jade Mckissic, ancestors. What happened to Jade Mckissic? Non-verbal. So they're not talking about this situation. And she didn't talk about what was going on with her in some type of situation. Now, what I'm seeing based off of what came out. Now, the first card out was about her numerology. I don't know her date of birth to pull her birth chart and all of that, okay, because that's the first card out. But the ancestors is telling me, because that's why it's an I and it says numerology here. So the ancestors is telling me it's something based off of the numerology in reference of her birth chart and what she may have been going through. You know, sometimes you can look at somebody's birth chart and tell what they've been going through or what's going to happen. You can do that with astrology. I hope you guys know that. If you're into astrology, you already know. Or even, you know, spirituality and so forth. Okay, so this is the first spread, okay? As y'all can see, like I said, the first card out was about her numerology. So I have to look and see when her birth date was. Let me see if they'll show it. Let me see. I'm at my desk, family, so that's why y'all see it like this. I'm not at my purple desk. I've been doing a lot of stuff at my desk, so that's why y'all getting the videos like this more often. If you were wondering why I do it here and now instead of at my desk with the bell and everything, you still gonna get the message, trust me. No, I don't have any date of birth on her, okay? Not yet. All right, so I have demonic that came out after that, okay? So there's something demonic that was going on. Sorry, my neighbors be coming home from work. So that's what you hear with the bell in the background from the ring. Okay, so yeah, so we have the demonic and then we have a hidden plan. Okay, now the hidden plan is the same as the energy on the bottom of the deck, which is nonverbal. So something was hidden and something is nonverbal, okay, or she didn't talk about a hidden plan. And then underneath of that I have out of the country. So I don't know what that is about, but I have hidden plan. I have a lot here about things being hidden for her. Because underneath a hidden plan, I have the mask, okay, which is all about something not being authentic or something being actually hidden, okay, or somebody not being who she thought they were, okay, that may have had a hidden plan. I have trauma here. So something somebody's not saying that is correct, okay? And then I have the fall, which is now. So we could hear about some more information that happened this, or something that else that happened this fall, but there is, Ancestors is giving us a timeline. This also happened to her, you know, near the fall, right? But also in reference of more information coming out about this case in the fall about her, is what I'm feeling Ancestors is trying to tell us. Now let's keep going, but also remember the nonverbal that was on the bottom of the deck, and it matches the hidden plan, okay? Let's keep going. Jade Mckissic. What happened to Jade Mckissic? Give us clarity into the messages that we already have here, Ancestors, please, in reference of the University of Houston student, Jade Mckissic. Speak, Ancestors, and give us clarity in reference of Jade Mckissic, please. The messages that are here. Please give us clarity into the messages that are here. Yes. Give us messages into the clarity into the messages that are here, Ancestors, for Jade Mckissic. Deceptive laughter. Something in reference of something someone thought they got away with, or deception that someone is laughing about. This is not nice laughter. This is deceptive laughter. This is laughter of ha ha ha, I got away with that. Ha ha ha, I got rid of her. Ha ha ha. That's what this is. Now, the numerology tells me that this is when she was going to be hurt, or how she was going to be hurt, or how she could have been hurt. Okay, so I have to try to find her birth chart and so forth. Now, here I have demonic and I have a thief. So I see that somebody was very evil and demonic energy that was around something that was stolen. Something that was stolen. Either she stole something or someone around her stole something. But it looks like this could go back to something similar to what we're saying here, okay? Now, hidden plan is I have family on there, okay? So something of a hidden plan. Now, this card also goes back to a family friend or a cousin. So it could have been a hidden plan that may have not even been for Jade. It could have been for someone in the family based off of some type of demonic energy, or it could be somebody in the family, of some family, right, that had a hidden plan and she was involved in some type of situation like that, because the thief looks like it's in the family of some sort. Now we're going to keep going. I have fall and I have time, okay? So Ancestors is saying in due time, something in the fall is going to come out, like I said. And it also is something about the time, okay, in the fall that the Ancestors is telling us about some time, some type of time in the fall. It could also be somebody gets some time, or there's something comes out in due time in the fall in reference of her being hurt, okay? Now, I have girlfriend on the trauma, okay? I don't know if she was the girlfriend or somebody else's girlfriend caused some trauma to her, or she is the girlfriend that got the trauma, because it's underneath of the thief and the demonic. This is how it lies in the deck. The thief and the demonic is on top of the girlfriend and the trauma. So she could be the girlfriend with the trauma, or it could be somebody else's girlfriend with the trauma, clarifying the trauma. And there's some type of thief and demonic energy that's here, but it looks like it was something that has to do with a hidden plan dealing with somebody's family, either her family or somebody that she is the girlfriend of family. Because it all goes back to her being a girlfriend. I don't know who she was dating, or somebody, if she had a girlfriend. I don't know, because I don't know this young lady. All I can tell you is what the Ancestors is throwing out in reference of a girlfriend, and how the girlfriend has some type of trauma because of this theft. Something was evil about this theft. So that could have been about her as well. Then I have some clues here, okay? Ancestors saying, whoever wore this mask and wasn't authentic, there's some clues in there that's not shown or given and not seen. So the gray area is that somebody that she thought was some way or someone wasn't really that person. They were faking. Somebody was faking. Somebody was BSing her. Somebody who was wearing a mask. Somebody she thought was some way, right? It looks like in their family, something, the hidden plan in the family is above the mask and the clues. So the gray area, you see how these both are gray? And the mask is being clarified with the same gray energy. So ancestors is definitely telling me that this is the gray area, that things that she didn't see, right? Because it wasn't clear, but also other people aren't seeing that she thought somebody was something else. And there's some clues or some evidence or something that is there that the ancestors is saying is not seen, is not shown. And it has something to do with this family or cousin or friend and a hidden plan. It looks like that hidden plan is connected to her being hurt because of something being stolen, but it was a family or friend or a family friend or a cousin, which could have been a hidden plan in reference of somebody taking something, stealing something, but it's connected to a girlfriend, either her being the girlfriend or somebody's girlfriend. I'm gonna clarify, because see that deceptive laughter? That's why ancestors keep saying somebody thought they was gonna get away with something. Clarity in the thief and the demonic for Jade Mckissic. The thief and the demonic for Jade Mckissic. Ooh, yeah, look what flew out. Pay up and O. Pay up or O. Government and dark web, which can go back to the internet. Now, I got this on the Bayou in itself and the hidden, okay? But something could be about that. But here's the pay up in the O that flew out the deck, right? And you see me shuffling, it flew out. But that pay up in O, that means she owed somebody. And look at the theft over there, is a hidden plan. See, or something hidden, something was going on. Now I'm gonna put these back, and if it come back out, we already know, right? But I'm gonna put it back because I was shuffling to clarify the thief and the demonic, and that's what flew out. So the thief would be about somebody owing something or some type of theft situation going on there. Theft and demonic, ancestors. Theft and demonic for Jade Mckissic, 20 years old. So young, my God. Theft and demonic for Jade Mckissic. Yeah, clone. Something done before. Okay, legal drugs. So she might have been into or been with somebody who was selling drugs or doing something, because this is a clone. This is a carbon copy. Somebody who's done something, and it goes back to the mask and the clues. See, all the same energy. I feel like this girl didn't know who she was dealing with. That's what this is giving. And she got caught in the middle of some mess, okay? Because ancestors said the clues go back to this person that was wearing a mask that has done this or is a carbon copy of this situation happening with some type of theft going on. She may have been the girlfriend of somebody that has done this before, right? And she got the trauma, okay? I feel like this is a male energy that she may have got caught in the middle with, that may have been doing something with some type of legal drugs or illegal drugs. Clarity on the family and the hidden plan for Jade Mckissic. Family and hidden plan for Jade Mckissic. Family and the hidden plan of what happened to Jade Mckissic. Robbery, told you. Somebody stole something. Somebody either in her family or, yeah, impaired. Yeah. And that's the hidden plan, trying to cause somebody, I hate when I can't never get the right, let me type this in. Hold on for a minute. Okay, yeah, trying to weaken or damage, or either, also this means, impaired means to have a limited function, right? Losing control, right? In this robbery or in this hidden plan. Somebody had a hidden plan within either her family or somebody that she knows that she was dating or dealing with, family that had some type of robbery, and she got caught in the middle of it. okay? Is what it looks like here to me. Clarity on the girlfriend and the trauma, because it's coming up as a girlfriend, okay? She was either the girlfriend or had a girlfriend. I don't know, okay? And the girlfriend might have been, it looks like the girlfriend is connected to the family in some shape, form, or fashion that was doing some type of thieving and robbery. That's what the ancestors is showing me here. Looks like she got caught into that, or in some way had something to do with that where she got hurt, okay? Girlfriend and trauma, ancestors, for Jade Mckissic. Jade Mckissic, ancestors, girlfriend. Yeah, isolated situation. Yeah, drowned. That's what happened to her. So it was an isolated situation to do trauma to her. She probably was the girlfriend of whoever this is. See, the girlfriend and the trauma in the isolated situation, and the ancestors said the isolated situation was to drown her, to put her in that water. Okay, because somebody was emotional too. Okay, so here's the girlfriend that was clarified with the trauma, and this was an isolated situation. This was because of, look at how all the gray is here, right? This was because of somebody isolated her that she had no clue about. See, this person was wearing a mask and could have been wearing a mask when they did this to her as well. But there's some clues there, okay? They've done this before, okay? But they do it because of some type of robbery or theft, okay? She could have even been the one that they were trying to rob, okay? Or trying to rob her family, okay? But this happened because of some type of robbery. And I want to say this came out on my Houston Bayou reading as well, about robberies and things like that happening, why people are winding up in that water, right? Some people think it's a serial killer, but no, it's actually circumstances and events that's happening behind them being in that water, like this, okay? Has something to do with this, okay? Some type of hidden situation that somebody was setting up a robbery or tried to rob her, where she was with someone who was robbing someone, and it's an isolated event, ancestor said, in reference of this girlfriend being in this trauma, okay? They need to go back to who she may have been dating, or what, you know, family, something like that. I don't know. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. It's all non-factual, okay? I have to say that for YouTube purposes, okay? This is all non-factual. Clarity on the mask and the clues for what happened to Jade Mckissic. Yeah, I keep getting this. So somebody was, and that's what they were robbing for, and that's how she wound up in that water. Thank you, ancestors. Okay, so like I said, the robbery, which is here in reference of a cousin, a family friend, or family, a hidden plan to do a robbery, okay? She was either in with it, or she may have been the one that was getting ready to get robbed. I don't know. It looks like it was because of this, is what the ancestors is saying. She didn't know that this, look at the robbery and the legal drugs, okay? Legal drugs is pills, things like that, right? So something about some drugs being a robbery, and she was caught in this isolated situation, okay? All right. Give me clarity in reference of the fall in the time, in reference of the fall in the time for Jade Mckissic. What you trying to tell me, ancestors, for Jade Mckissic that wind up being dead in the bayou, about the fall in the time for Jade? What do you want me to know? The female. Yeah. Yeah. Earthly possessions. Yeah. That's what it was. So, yes, it's definitely, ancestors said in due time she was going to be found in the fall. And it's going to be some more information in the fall. And something going to come out in reference of a female as well. So, something about a female. I don't know. Was she dating the same sex, where she had a girlfriend? Or was she the girlfriend, the female, you know, where it's isolated, and it's going to be some more information to come out about her, or it's going to be a female that comes out, or some information about a female in due time in the fall. The fall just started. Today is September 22nd, 2005. I said 2005. I don't know. She can't be. She's 20, so that's probably when she was born. Yeah, 2005 would have been when she was born. So maybe somebody born in her same year. But no, ancestors giving me clues. This girl, that is a 5. Thank you, ancestors. Ancestors don't be lying, honey. Ancestors telling me this was over some type of earthly possessions, material things, materialistic things, cars, clothes, money, drugs. Okay, that's what clothes mean in this deck. Okay, so that goes back to what we seen here and what we seen here. Bottom line, all right. I'll pull a little bit more, but ancestors pretty much gave it to us in that aspect of things, right? Let's see here. Clarity in reference of what happened to Jade. Cute girl too, Jade Mckissic, the University of Houston. Jade Mckissic, ancestors, thank you. Yeah, woods and concealed. Something is concealed. I kept getting a lot about stuff being concealed for her. Here's fired. We got this on in the Bayou thing as well. We got Republican. I don't know why that's here. And we got inside. So I feel like this was something or someone she knew. It is some things being concealed. Remember at the beginning of the reading, we got about somebody not being verbal, somebody being quiet, somebody not talking. And then we also have the mask about somebody, you know, not being authentic, wearing a mask. Somebody who she didn't know was involved with this type of thing, and that they may have been setting up some type of robbery. And if she did know, maybe she didn't think things were going to go bad, but there was a hidden plan, is what the ancestors are saying about Jade Mckissic and what happened, a secret weapon, high vibes. So I feel like maybe, you know, some type of situation where she just didn't know. It was secrecy, right? Here's the murder. All right. And paper trail. So there is some type of paper trail. Travel. I think they traveled with her or moved around of some sort. Just down the rabbit hole. I do feel like they're not going to find, or the case could go cold. And then freedom. So they may not find somebody or find who did this to her, or they may not even resolve the case. Because somebody may have left the country, like I seen earlier underneath the deck, about somebody getting a passport and leaving. Somebody is traveling. Somebody is trying to move towards their freedom or get away. But it feels like, to me, this is what the ancestors are saying in reference of her murder. That it's going to be a frozen case. Somebody walked away from the situation, a male, because they wanted freedom because of her murder. What else can you tell me in reference of Jade Mckissic and what happened to her ancestors? Thank you. Yeah, it was some type of package. Okay. Yeah, ancestors said that's the truth. And what was sticking out was about the time situation. I told you we have a timeline situation over here as well. Something about a package. Okay, that probably was a package. What about this robbery with Jade Mckissic? The robbery with Jade Mckissic, ancestors. What happened with that? Yeah, here it is. The riot. And some type of secret government program is coming out. But let's see what that says when you look at the word riot, right? It was some situation that happened that was within this whole robbery situation. I feel like the riot. Yeah. Mass chaos. See? Violent protest, or, you know, a public disorder. But I feel like this is about a mass chaos that broke out, right, with this situation, and when it probably went wrong, right? And this is about the secret government program. Is not always what that says, but it's about a hidden initiative, an undisclosed mission. See, that's here. This is what the ancestors told us already. It was a hidden plan for a robbery. And it has something to do with a family. And this card says a cousin or a family friend that she was either connected with, that had a hidden plan to do a robbery, either on her or somebody else. But it was definitely some type of robbery, especially with us getting this out and about the chaos that went down with it. Somebody figured it out or something happened. She might have not been the only one that tossed in that water. They may have been trying to rob somebody of high authority. Because the Republican doesn't always mean Republican family. This means traditional ties. See, conservative connection. See? And see, whoever it was got fired. Now, the fired card is very interesting to me, right? Because maybe she was with somebody who was fired because they, first of all, we got the inside, right? So remember, the inside came right after the Republican. So remember, the Republican was about a conservative, traditional ties. And then we got inside, which was about an internal position with somebody, an inner circle, you see? And then the fired. So, and I got girlfriend out. So it's like as if she was just, like I said, she got caught in the middle of somebody mess because somebody professional dismissal or some type of position loss because of some type of package probably being lost. And that package was the hidden plan of taking something. You see? Yeah. See? The plot twist. I got law enforcement too. And then I got the caregiver that flew out. So, yeah, I do feel like it's somebody that she may have been dealing with, and maybe dealing with the family or dealing with something like that, or maybe even somebody in her family. But I do feel the girlfriend card came out for a reason. Because the girlfriend is her, which has the trauma that was isolated. This was an isolated situation, Ancestors is showing me. But it's some connection too. Or this person may have already been in the law or been in some form of law enforcement. I don't know. Allegedly. Everything is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only, non-factual. Yeah, somebody is acting like they don't know, okay? But it was a natural situation. One domino fell and that was it. It was just like one thing happened after another for her. It was really not a great situation. Okay, so let's see. Outcome message for Jade Mckissic. What is the last outcome message for Jade Mckissic in reference of her being missing? Look at that. Yeah. The Knight of Cups. That's somebody with an offer, a situation, something she was offered. And look at the Two of Cups. Didn't I tell y'all? The Two of Cups is a relationship. See, somebody she was with, they need to look and see who she was with, allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only, because there was some type of offer. This is the Knight of Cups. This is a male offering her something within this relationship. Maybe offering to take care of her, but she didn't know she was caught up in that situation, it looks like to me. Clarity on the King of Cups, Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups for Jade Mckissic and the energy that is here. Yeah, the Star card and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this also can go back to a female, like we seen here. We're going to find out about a female in this situation. It could be a Queen of Cups. A Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who is stable. It looks like Jade could have been the one that was in this situation. She could have been, the Star card is here, right? Praying and hoping that this situation worked out in the end. Whereas she was in the middle of a situation that a female and a male had something to do with, it looks like to me. It's two females and a male. Is what I'm seeing here. I don't know about her friends and who she was with, boyfriend wise. Aquarius energy, Virgo energy, okay? And I got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, okay? Clarity, one last, okay. Yeah, there it is. It flipped right over. And the Hangman, somebody sacrificed her. But it looks like they went about a situation of letting her drown. See, this is her drowning in the water. And these are the rest of the people celebrating and going on about life. But also, this is a third party situation. So like I said, 3 people were involved, and I already see she could have been the third person, but I already see a male and a female. Okay, the female is some type of money attached to this, and the male looks like who she may have been dating. But it looks like this is what happened to her throughout this situation. See, there's a hanged man. See, something is the skeletons in the closet is the things that is hidden. Okay, in reference of how she was the one that came up with this, and there she is in the water, and there they are, you know. So this is what I'm gonna leave it with. Everything here is allegedly all for entertainment purposes only. It looks like Jade got affiliated and wrapped up with the wrong people, okay, in reference of some type of robbery for some type of drugs or something, and she may have not even had anything to do with it. But you know, sometimes this is why they tell you to be careful with the company you keep and the people you're around, because it could all go down. All right, much love to you, and I hope she gets the justice in the spiritual and in the physical in reference of everything that's happened to her. And everything here is all non-factual and allegedly. Much love to you, Jade. Thank you for your messages. Peace. Peace, family. Peace.